Hello, we're going to do a lump sum purchase for land, building, and equipment. Um, we paid one price for all three of them. So we paid $400,000 for the land, building, and equipment. And we had an appraiser had come in and they cost us $25,000. And the appraiser found the land was worth $120,000. He appraised the building for $180,000 and the equipment for $27,000. Okay, so what we need to do now is allocate what we paid to these percentages. So we come up with, we find the cost of what we paid. So we paid $400,000 for the land and buildings and things. And then the appraisal cost us another $25,000 for a total of $425,000. So now we've came and we want the appraisal fees in here with the appraisers. Well, I don't need the equal sign. 120,000, 180, and 27,000. Must have been bad equipment. Okay. So what we need then, and we come up and say, okay, that's a total of 327,000. We want the percentage of total. So we take 120,000 divided by the 327,000. That gives us 36.7% of the total. And then we do the same thing, 180,000 divided by 327 and 27,000 divided by 327. Okay, we paid a total of 425,000 for it. Okay, I'll get these set up how I want them. Okay, so that's our total. So now we know that land was 36.7% of the total. So we take that times the 425, and then we take the 55.05 times the 425, and the 8.26 times the 425. Okay, so that's the value that we would appraise at. So our journal entries for this, if we was doing a journal entry, we would debit land account. Okay. Land account would be for the 155,963, 233,945 for the building, and 35,092. And then we would credit, I'm just going to put cash in there because it could be notes payable, could be mortgage payable, could be whatever. And that's for the 425,000. Okay. So that's how you have to do that. So you find out the total cost that you have here, which is the 425,000. Then you bring down the appraised values and get the total, and then find out what percent is each of those items of the total. And that's where the 36, 55, and the 8 comes from. Okay. Then your 425 is your total that you paid. So you take those percentages times that total, and that's the cost that you allocated to each of those items. And that would be your journal entry. Now, the question I have, or you may have, what happens if there was a second building on there? Okay, so we had a second building, and it was appraised at, let's just say 30,000. Okay. But we had it raised and the raising cost was for 25,300, and we had a salvage that we sold off of there for, let's say, for the sake of argument, 3,300, just to make life easier. Okay, how would that change things? Okay, which is what I think you might want to find out. Well, it doesn't change anything really, because the building was raised, so as far as we was concerned, it did not have a value. However, what we would have to do though to take care of this is after we had it raised, we debit land for $22,000 and credit the cash account for $22,000. And the reason why, that would be our journal entry for that. Let me get this figured out. Okay, because what you're actually doing, when you raise the building, you have land left, so it increases the value of the land. Because what actually this is equal to, if you want to do it this way, the 25,300 minus the 3,300 for the salvage, and that's where I got the 22,000 from. So it would only increase the value of the land if you had a building on there that was raised. It would not increase any of this over here. You would not put it into the appraised values, even if it was appraised maybe at 30,000, because you did not have a value for that building. So the cost of the raising minus the salvage for it goes into the price of the land. Okay, so that is the lump sum purchase. And that should take care of that. And I guess I'll see you in the next video.